Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So we have made it to the final week of Season 6 of Supreme Arena. We only have a few days left, but we're going to go through the teams I've come up with, and then we're going to have to swap them when we move over into the new season. But here we have the team, free-to-play team number 1. It is going to be the Siren with the Graveborn Phantomal, Nero buffing up the Graveborn Phantomal, Citrana spreading her sparks onto all 3 of these allies who will deal the AoE damage. We have Bonnie in the back for more debuffs, and Ludovic as well for healing, with the Earth Shell spell for protection and also making them steadfast and not movable. So that is going to be our team 1, a really good option using the Graveborn Phantomal. Okay, team 2 is going to be a Frieren team, because Frieren on her own is a hero basically almost everyone has recruited, and she is tearing it up in PvP. Frieren honestly is the strongest carry in PvP right now by a large margin. So we have Theodore boosting her energy, Blue Mother Phantomal boosting her ultimate damage and energy. We have Hugin as well as a free-to-play option, because Hugin can be giving his charms and buff to Lily May, and then we have Ravion further buffing up Lily May and Frieren and Star Shower as well. So kind of like a double damage dealer comp, but definitely Frieren will be carrying the team. Lily May is going to hit pretty hard and then also interrupting enemies. Now team 3 is going to be, so these map effects do have a summoner buff, and so I'm going to take advantage of Aurora here, and even, you know, Damon's summon Stitchy is actually considered a summon. Someone actually did some testing of that, and so there you have that, and Damon is going to be buffing up the Graveborn Phantomal, if you guys just see over here, and Trin's further buffing up Graveborn Phantomal, Callan protecting everyone. Callan can potentially work at lower copies if you're a newer player, but do try to get your Callan to the Supreme Plus skill upgrade, and Shadewing in the back to be marked by the Graveborn Phantomal. Shadewing can work at lower copies if needed. So just overall a solid team with the leftover options for a free-to-play account. Okay guys, so for mid-team number 1, it is a bit of a switch up. We're going to be using Igor for more stall factor along with this team. We're going to have Bonnie being marked by the Graveborn Phantomal. She's on a tile where she's not Sylvina jumpable, for example, so she's going to get off her debuff uninterrupted. We have Citrana again applying her sparks, Igor for the healing, and the whole idea is damage over time the enemy, vitality debuff the enemy with Citrana, and then your Igor just going to be jumping around and laughing at all the enemy while they die one by one. And I know it is cruel, but that is Igor. So we have the Earth Shell spell for more protection, and that's what we have for mid team number 1. Team number 2 is going to be an improved version of Frieren, and I did do testing of this. This definitely is better, and we're going to be using it with Himmel. So Himmel is a hero which synergize very well with Frieren, as you guys know. If you are a mid-level of player, you probably have like Paragon 2 or Paragon 4 Frieren and maybe Supreme plus Himmel, but still the value from Himmel is enough that you probably should use him. This buff value of Heroic Party, it really increases Frieren's potential by a large margin. And then we have Theodore energy boosting the Frieren again. We have Celise in the back. She's going to be providing healing attack buff and also the heroic party member, and Blue Mother buffing up Frieren and Ravion with the Star Shower spell. This is offensive. But however, if you do not have Himmel or you don't want to run Himmel, you can also run Lily May in this team, and that will be fine. You can definitely run her. However, it definitely does seem that Himmel is going to be a better option. But minimum kind of Supreme Plus is what you would want. Okay, moving on to Team 3. So Team 3 is a team from Fight Club that they shared for Clash fronts and pretty much throughout the season. And I think for a mid-level, for players who do have Alicent built, this is a very good team option. It's basically using the Lightbearer Phantomal and taking advantage of that, using Sylvan. So like these mid-level players, if you have like a Paragon 2 or above Sylvan, you can run it here. Even potentially a Supreme Plus. Some people are rocking with Supreme Plus and still actually doing really well. The whole idea is Alicent protects the Sylvan, providing him an additional life, and Hugin and Fairmore give the temporary buffs to Sylvan, so that literally a second into the match, Sylvan's going to begin ultimating and nuking the enemy, and then you have Siren for backup damage and crowd control. And resonating as well because it's synergized with this team. So really solid team and a good mid-level team that you can run. Okay guys, so for pay to win team number 1, we are going to have another Graveborn team, Shaving being marked by the Graveborn Phantomal. We have Nero for an additional life to give to the Graveborn Phantomal and boosting his damage. We have Zoria in the back for that stall factor, and we have Citrana over here to be applying her sparks to all other allies at the beginning of the match. The idea behind this comp is you're going to be spreading Citrana's debuffs pretty rapidly and vitality debuffing the enemy, and then you're going to have massive damage over time with the Graveborn Phantomal and the Shadewing damage over time, and Athelia is just going to try to pick off enemies while Zoria is just stalling out the enemy, and we're going to run it with the Earthshell spell. Now, definitely, you can run Damon rather than Nero, and in the past, I have been running Damon. However, this week, I wanted to give Nero a try. They both do a very similar job, but potentially Nero could be better with the range damage boost rather than the attack buff of Damon. It's a toss-up, right? Both are good options. Whichever one you have more invested, you can just run that. Okay, moving on to Team 2. Team 2 is going to be a Marcel team, because of course we're saving Freerin for the top team of today, which is the last team. But we're going to have a Freerin team, or sorry, a Marcel team, which is still solid. Marcel is good, don't get me wrong, but she is outclassed by Freerin, unfortunately. However, a comp like this is still going to be very scary. So what we have is Boom of the Phantomal buffing up ultimate damage and energy recovery of Marcel. We have the Theodore boosting energy of Marcel. We have Alna buffing and protecting the Marcel, and Ravron buffing up both in the back. Now, unfortunately, we're not able to give the Ravron buff onto Lily May, because if we put Lily May back here, then the Ravron buff is not going to reach Marcel, and Marcel is our main carry. Lily May is just kind of like a supportive hero in this team. So we need to have a position like this for this map, and Star Shower Spell just for more damage potential. You can blow up enemy teams, and it is gonna put in the work, and you do have that protection from Alna as well, so it should be good. Okay, moving on to the final team, Team 3. This is the best team. This is basically the Exodia comp as of right now, one of the hardest to actually counter. So we have the Freerin, Dunlinger, Gunner contest team. Even in regular arena right now, this is what me and my guildmate are hitting each other back and forth with teams similar to this. So what you have is you have Gunner buffing up the contest for that protection, and you have Dunlinger with the Cure Lock onto the contest. Now, the reason for this is we don't want to block our own Freerin from casting ultimate, number one. Number two, even if the enemy casts ultimate, usually they lack the damage to actually break through here. And if the enemy goes for a stall team, which is one of the strategies to try and defeat this, they're not going to work, because Dunlinger is going to block their healing. So it's very effective. We have Freerin with the defensive magic being given to Dunlinger as the frontmost ally, and we have the Bulwark spell for more protection to Dunlinger. So Dunlinger basically is going to be an absolute tank. He's not going to go down easily, and that is the whole plan. Gunner is going to be shielding the rest of the team. We have the heroic party buff on the 3 prime targets, which are Gunner, Contest, and the Freerin, and we have the Phantomal buffing up Freerin even further. So this is a monster of a team. It's my favorite team, and honestly, Freerin is just such a beast. So anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. If there are any other teams you would like to share, you can feel free to share your formation IDs in the comment section. It's always interesting to see other teams. Thank you guys all so much for watching. That's gonna be it for this one. Hopefully you have these final few days of this season doing well, dominating, and enjoying it, because this is the last time we're gonna have these Phantomals probably ever. So we're going to be moving into the new season shortly, so obviously stay tuned for videos on that, and even Supreme Arena. Basically on day 1, we're going to be making guides for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.